Greetings. I'm coming to you this morning because I've come up with a brand new term for our political discussion. I am reading right now this great book. It's a biography of President Thomas Jefferson written by John Meacham. It's a really good book, by the way. I thoroughly recommend it to you if you haven't had a chance to read it yet. The term, I didn't lift it straight out of the book, but it's sort of come to me as a result of my reading the book. How's that work for you? President Jefferson is widely recognized as one of our nation's greatest American presidents, yet he's also come under a lot of criticism all throughout history and right up to today because of one thing. He took a position of firmly being opposed to the institution of slavery, yet he also had slaves on his own plantation. A seeming contradiction to some people, but I totally get him on that. I can almost see him right now. The institution of slavery thoroughly disgusts me. We shouldn't even have it in this country at all. And it even further disgusts me that I should have to have them on my own plantation. But there it is. And now the term. The Jeffersonian Schism could be said to be a bridge between a perfect ideal that we know going in can never be reached versus our ongoing pursuit of that ideal, even though we know it will never be reached. For President Jefferson, the ideal would have been a world without slavery. Yet the reality was he knew that that was never going to happen, at least not in his lifetime. And it occurs to me that there are many contemporary issues that are very polarizing right now, that if you apply a Jeffersonian schism to them, can make perfect sense and can help you bridge that gap. A couple in my own life. I'm firmly pro-life. I will proudly take on any pro-abortionist anytime, any place, anywhere. The idea that there would ever be an abortion anywhere in this country thoroughly disgusts me. And I'm not just saying that, it really does. Yet, even as I say that, I have to admit the occasional time that it really is necessary. It kills me to have to say that, but there it is. All right, here's another one. I fully recognize the many mistakes that our country has made, past and present. There are plenty of those to go around. Totally get that. Yet, even as I say that, I also can turn around and say that we're still the greatest country on earth. That makes perfect sense to me. In real life, I have a job that oftentimes places me in the role of being our team apologist, so to speak. Like if something goes wrong and somebody feels like our team's come up short, I usually wind up being the person to step forward and apologize. Usually my apology goes something like this. You know, sir or ma'am, as far as I'm concerned, anything short of perfection is unacceptable. That's my stance. And yet, even I have to admit sometimes people do come up short. But I want you to know that I take this seriously, and I am going to thoroughly review this whole entire situation top to bottom, and I can assure you that hopefully this will never ever happen again. I mean every single word of that when I say it, and I usually do follow through on it, and there's another perfect Jeffersonian schism. I hope that helped, and I want you to think through the complex issues, not just in our country, but in your own life, and see if you can apply a Jeffersonian schism to make peace between both ends. I hope this helped. I've thoroughly enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing everybody once again next time. Steve out.